Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fish keepers of all ages, welcome to the Nocturnal Feeding Show, where we are feeding your late night hobby hunger. I am your co host, Fish Room Fever. Give it up for the man of the hour, the host with the most, the beard to be feared, the guppy lover like no other, Chattanooga Ed.
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
There, I got rid of my echo now.
I have the echo.
Let me pause this over here. So, apologies for any confusion. I was not aware that we were supposed to be going early tonight. So sorry for that. But we are here a little bit early. So welcome everybody. Congratulations, Chattanooga Ed, on hitting 500 subscribers. Now, anybody that happens to have gotten here without being subscribed, do me a favor, subscribe to this guy. He's an awesome guy, and he managed to lose one right before the stream. So let's get him back to 500.
That is too funny. That was an awesome opening, James. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. I was just goofing around at the mic earlier after I swung it over, and Shy was in here, and she's like, "You should do that." I was like, "Okay, why not?" I feel goofy. So,
hey, that was awesome. Now, if I could only get back to, unfortunately, I lost everything on my screen.
I did too, but I'm going. There we go. I got my chat. I'm going to go through and say some hellos per usual. Apologies if I miss you all. I'm scrolling with the finger I don't normally scroll with, and my hand's being a pain in the butt right now. So sorry if I miss you. We had some other people in here beforehand, but as far as I can go up is John Cox. Welcome. It was good to meet you the other day. Got Tampa Tom Fishing. Dragon Lair's in here. William Pridemore. Chris John, Lefty3213A, Sand Creek Aquatics 2. Hello, Amy. The Zen Ginger. Of course, Chattanooga Ed and myself in the chat. GRB Aquatics, Gnarly Fish Tank. How are ya? Dave's Aquarium Thoughts. That's who was in here earlier, at least one of the people that I saw earlier and had moved off the screen. Cody's son, welcome, welcome, welcome. Recon 338. I'll get back up to that highlighted question here in a second. Miss Fever is here. Scott's Aquatics. Sherry Kramer. Maria Z. Big Tank Hank. It's your boy, Big Tank Hank. I love his little intro thing. I do. It gets stuck in my head.
I know. Bang, bang.
Kaler's Aquatics is there. Bob, sorry I didn't get to see you today, but I literally slept till almost 4 o'clock this afternoon, and it helped. Everything felt a lot better, and I got some good skin growth on the finger, so it was definitely well worth it. I don't think I missed anybody. If I did, my apologies again. My scrolling finger is out of commission, but thank you all very, very much. And John Cox had a highlighted comment. Let me grab that before I forget. Fisher Fever, we got only 2 pygmy cories and another nano fish that was in the tank. It is similarly colored, but clearly it's no cory. Next time you're back in town, I'm sure we'll meet up there again, and we'll get you squared away. Sorry about that. I know the lights were off when you were getting your fish, and I don't know what happened, but it normally doesn't happen. I've never had that issue before, so sorry that happened to you, but I'm sure we can get it taken care of. All right. Sorry, Ed. Do you want to tell people?
Rena's here too.
Nice. Hey, Rena.
And you know what? She sent me a text on Instagram, and I saw it too late at night, and I thought it was too late to respond, and then I forgot all about it. So I will respond after this. And we got Pam here too. Thanks, Pam.
Hey, Pam. How's it going?
We're starting early. We didn't know that Rack wasn't going tonight. And apparently people thought we were going to go early, and we had no idea. And so we decided, well, we'll just, I guess, start it early. And I got a cat. Come on, do something here.
Hey, Priscilla and Fantastic Freaks. Good to see you all.
Yeah, Super Priscilla. Well, we aren't going to get into the subject tonight until, I think, 11:30. So that way, if people actually show up I don't know if people wait till 11:30 to show up, but that way it gives everybody a shot at the subject of the night. But,
well, in that case, since it's not my channel, I can talk about this without feeling bad and feeling like I'm pushing memberships. To any of my members on my channel that missed the video, I did a live stream just for members the other day, talked about some goodies I want to send out to you all. So if you missed that and you want a little goodie bag for the members, send me an email or your address on Facebook Messenger. I'm trying to get all of the members' addresses together before I try and ship those out. That way it's not 1 here and 3 there and 2 there. So
That's awesome. I didn't see that. John Cox, Bob and I drove by McKay's today. We didn't have time to stop, but I actually might be going in the next couple of days because my mom asked me if I could find her a book on how to quilt. She's like joined a ladies quilting club, which is really neat. I'm glad that they're meeting people here in Chattanooga. So, yep.
Yeah, absolutely. You say we need to check that out. Shy was actually going to go the other day. She said she was trying to get me to go. I don't go, but I thought she was going to go, and it just didn't work out that day. I think she was actually going to go, to McKay's the day that you were in town, John. I think I just got back to the house too later. I don't know what happened, but yeah.
Maybe you got bit by a piranha.
That had already happened. But I don't go because the first day I got my car, she's like, "Oh, let's go to McKay's." And I'm like, I don't want to go to McKay's. It's always overcrowded and people annoy me in general for the most part. And walk back out in the parking lot, and there's still a nice giant gouge all the way through. It's about that thick and about that long in the paint where somebody just bam with their door. So I still hate McKay's. It's an awesome place, but yeah. It makes me
Smart
cry.
beatniks are all there. Or I don't know if it's like that at yours, but it seems like there's a lot of not punks, but hippie smart people there. But yeah, it's maybe just me. Hey, Big J, thank you for showing up. Lefty, I do a show with Lefty on Fridays, and it's a little bit off the normal track of the Fish Fam. We talk about all sorts of goofy things. We talked probably for an hour last week about superhero movies. So we just have a good time. We do a game of the week where we talk about a particular board game that's fun with the family and just a good time. And we'll talk about just about anything. We'll also talk fish too, and I guess he's got it. Oh my gosh, the chat's going. He said he has a special guest tomorrow, so that's super cool.
Oh, nice.
Can't wait to find out who that is. Very neat. And it's great to see Recon here. Bob and I were talking about Recon on the way home. He's a good guy.
Good. Jessica Taylor has joined us at How's the Finger. Finger's doing good. I got a lot of sleep yesterday. Plus, I had just used it too much. I was trying to get my central air pump hooked up and run all the plumbing and hang all of that. Unfortunately, my mom came over. She really did most of the work, but I still overused it. And I hadn't slept the night before. So by the time last night rolled around about 8 o'clock, it was just extremely painful, and the no sleep had an effect. So that's why I didn't actually go with Ed and Bob today. I slept, woke up, everything felt great. Got a lot of awesome new growth on there. I know y'all wanted to hear about, so everything's good there. Big J was saying, thank you for the mug, Chattanooga Ed.
Oh, wow, that was fast. That's awesome, man. Hang on, I got to get the cat off me because I got claws in my neck.
Got Streetwise C23. How's it going?
You can't be on top of me.
John Cox says, saw an aquarium store right behind McKay's, but we did not have time to check it out. Any review? John, that is the one that I was telling you about. It's a really big store, really nice and all, but I don't go there for the purposes that you and I discussed when we were talking. Why not in Wyoming? Hey, how's it going? I'm sure I missed some people still, but
sorry about that. If the cat would have just laid, it would have been one thing. But for some reason, he wanted to stand backwards on me and put his claws in the back of my neck.
Cat attack.
Yeah, it was. Oh well.
I'm going to have to agree with Miss Fever. She says, don't forget to tap the thumbs up, support our bearded friends. Yeah, let's get this guy. That guy, some likes. We got 32 watching, 27 thumbs up, so I appreciate you all doing that.
And I also sent a couple stickers finally to Big J. I've been waiting forever to give him some type of merch, and so I finally got some, and I sent it to him.
Very cool.
Yeah, he's an awesome guy. He's helped out on the show a couple of times throughout the years, and we really appreciate him a lot. He's an awesome guy. You guys got to check him out. I know that he has a day show on Mondays. When else does Big J? But Big J has a lot of awesome videos. He has a great Endler one right now. But It's like Monday at 2:30 or something Central.
I'm headed over to the yeah, he streams right after me on Mondays. I'm trying to see if he does another stream that I'm not. My mind's not all here.
I know he does live streams throughout the week, but I don't know if they're.
So I don't know that he's got another scheduled one that he does all the time, but I know I see him on a good bit.
You can also catch him a lot on Griff's show.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. Shy's Miss Fever's asking if you want to see the new kitten that we got.
Oh, I was looking for Alice's. Alice said something in the comments, and I was like, "Hi, Alice.
Oh.
How's Europe?"
Oh, no. Recon had to trim my beard down for the new job. Beard hair in a meat department tends to be frowned upon sometimes. I'm sorry to hear that, Recon.
Oh, bummer. Yeah, there was a team called the Hazmat team or something like that at my old factory, and you couldn't have any whiskers or anything, but because you had to have a gas mask to be able to go if something spilled on one of the trains or something. And it was like really good. It's hazard ×3, or it was like pay ×3. If anything would ever happen, they did like a practice 1 or 2 a year. Nothing ever happened, but I wasn't going to shave my beard for it.
Nice. But so you normally shave yours off every year anyway, so it's not too terribly bad.
Yeah, but I don't ever shave my mustache at the top.
Yeah. That's a good way for me to look younger if I do that.
Yeah. Oh, that's why originally I did it. Grew the goatee, because when I opened up my photo studio, I was so young looking. Oh.
She's super fluffy.
She is.
She got pretty blue eyes. Pretty blue eyes.
Now, I wonder if they'll change or not.
I don't know. We shall see. Hey, Fish Pappy, how's it going?
A lot of kittens start off blue, and then they change. Bobo, who's not in here, his eyes are still blue. So, it's pretty cool. And, you know, I can't figure out when Pam streams. Come on now.
Steamfod Aquatics in here.
Hey, Bob.
Oh, here, you got my hand back to you.
Where's that?
If she's doing Wednesdays or Saturdays. Because I seem to be always off on whenever Pam's doing her streams.
I thought she was doing both, but I know that she's not gone on Wednesday a couple times. John Cox saying Steamfod, hey, that's not likely to happen. Not likely at all.
Well, the best thing is he can't poop on my stream.
Right.
Well, maybe good, but it's free. Free.
Oh, Fish Pappy, if you've not already received your package, send me a message. I forgot to send you the tracking number that day. Had a lot going on. But I did get that plant package out to you, so hopefully it's already shown up.
I got some things in the mail this week. I got some row stickers.
Nice.
Yep. That's a neat looking shrimp she's got there. It's almost a pastel.
Oh, that is.
Very cool.
A shrimp or a crayfish?
I bet you it's that awesome crayfish. Well, let me see if it. I don't know. It might be that neat crayfish. And so that was really a cool surprise. And then I got one of these cards for Multi-Tank Addiction. I won this in his auction.
Very nice.
And it's super pretty. And
I can never get on the Facebook art auction. So to Chris and Rack, sorry I'm never on there, but it never lets me join.
Well, that was on his live stream 2 weeks ago.
Oh, gotcha. I thought it was from where he went over to Facebook Tuesday.
Yeah, I don't think enough people knew about it beforehand. So we decided just to not do it. And I also had a live baseball draft I had to do. Hey, Mike, the Fish Tank Barn. I've been wanting to talk to you. Let's see. Oh, I don't have my wallet here. I was looking at his sticker today.
Oh, I thought you were going to show us your bank card numbers. front and back.
No, I've got it. Oh, here's my sticker.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Ro, if you're listening or if you catch the replay. Everybody's saying that was a crayfish that Ro lost today.
Oh my gosh, that's a bummer. But yeah, I've got Mike's sticker, and I'm gonna stick that on a tank with some awesome goodiots. And they are, I'm pretty sure, let me see if oh man, I'm gonna kill this name. And this is actually part of my subject matter that I'm gonna bring up at 11:30. Exodona. Xenotoca Lianis. I think that's what they are. Well, I got 3 of them from them, and they were fry when I got them, and they're all boys, Mike. And I was wondering if somehow I could get like a female or 2 from you someday. I don't know if that's possible. I'm be happy to pay for the shipping and handling if you do that, or otherwise, maybe I'll meet you somewhere in between. But yeah, I couldn't figure out why they were never having babies. And Jesse from CH, he looked. I did a video of all 3 of them, and he said, "Oh, they're all boys. That's why you don't have any babies."
Yeah, I need to. Somebody's saying they need a fish tank burn stickers. I need to start getting some more stickers from people because I put most of mine on the back of my laptop. But I have started. Let me see if I can point with this finger. There we go. I have started over here across the substrate. I'm going to run everybody's stickers along this tank behind me down at the bottom over the substrate. So as you can see, I've got the Sand Creek, which went on there first. And then I stuck mine. I got the Priscilla one for her Swiss Aquatics, Chattanooga Ed, and Kaler's Aquatics there. I'm gonna do my mail opening on the Saturday stream. But I got some stuff from some cool people, so thank you to those people.
Very awesome. Well, and my goal is to get, I've kind of like got 2 walls in my fish tank room that are mostly, it's all Livebearers and shrimp. And so I want to try to put names to all the different fish, like the stickers from the different people I get the fish from. And
Absolutely.
So like when Bob starts selling fish again, I'm going to try to get some type of Livebearer that he has, or shrimps. I know he sells shrimps. Oh, hey, Blake, good to see you. And thank you, everybody, for congratulating on the 500. That was kind of a surprise today. I found out while I was eating with Tiffany White and Bob Kaler. And that was a pretty cool surprise. And Tiffany White has excellent taste. It was hilarious. She ordered the exact same thing that I did, even the sides. And she didn't pay attention at all what I had just ordered. And so she was asking if she could get those sides, and it was like, that's exactly what I just got. So Tiffany's awesome.
And you did go back up to 500 now. So
Woo-hoo!
There you go.
All right.
Of course, YouTube likes to bounce it around, but I thought that was very cool. When I set your stream up earlier, I was like, hey, Ed's got 500. Awesome.
That's very cool. Yeah, and well, I have to get some fish from you too, James. I've got some moss from you.
Mm-hmm.
So I could put your sticker on a moss tank, but I'd rather have a fish tank because that'd be neater.
I don't keep fish. What?
I know.
No, I'll have to get some just for you.
That'd be awesome. But well, okay, it's 3 minutes till we start. Should we just get into the subject?
It's your show, buddy. Whatever you want to do.
Okay, well, so I was mapping out my wall. And it's really hard for you guys to see it, but I've got some extra spaces, and I was going to try to get suggestions from you guys what you think I should get. So, but I was also going to show you the stuff that I've already got, and unfortunately, I still haven't gotten my DSL line hooked up into the fish room. So what we're going to do is James has got some photos that I've emailed him, or not.
No, I do. I'm just kidding.
And then maybe we'll look up some of the other fish on Google and just show you guys. But I'm going to start on my the wall is like a corner, and I'll be sitting right in the middle. So you'll see tanks on either side of me going this way. And I'm going to start with this side going this way. So like each one's a column. And right now the first column is all shrimp. And eventually I want it to be Livebearers. I'm going to end up moving my shrimp out of the fish room because I'd rather them be in a little cooler temperature. But right now I have coming in, I can fit, I think 6 10-gallons in a row or 2 20s long and 1 10. So in most of the spots I'm doing 20s. So you can really just see, because my fish are more, for me to just look at and love. So I'm not like a super fancy guy. Well, I mean, they'll be fancy, but I'm not like a super breeder guy. But on my first 2 shrimp tanks I've got are going to be Priscilla's. They're coming in next week. And I got some of her green jades. And Priscilla's, what's the link to her Swiss?
Should be SwissAquatics.com.
Gosh, I don't have anything that shows. But if somebody could pop her page, that'd be awesome. And so I've got her green jades and her blue dreams are going to be bam, bam. And then I've got a couple of empty tanks for more shrimp eventually. And down here, I've got some of Rob's fish from Flip's Shrimp. Or Flip
Aquatics. Yes, sir.
And I've got his orange reelies and his blue reelies. And they're in 20s. And I realized I shouldn't have put them in 20s because I've only got like 12 of each. And they're so small right now. It's going to take a long time until you can start seeing them.
Right.
But so that's why I decided to go with 10s. So that way I can enjoy them. And I'm going to kind of take a page out of Detroit Shrimp Keeper, how he has his tanks.
And just a heads up, Priscilla also mentioned it in the chat. For Swiss Aquatics, she's not going to be shipping any shrimp at the moment just because of how hot it is just about everywhere. Even though the ones she did ship to me all were perfect, temp was great and all that good stuff. So I will say that.
Yeah, and Priscilla, if you don't think you can do it next week, that's fine. I think she said it was supposed to rain a lot, so she was going to do it. But if you don't, totally cool. Totally understand. Okay, so basically this stuff is pretty empty because it's just going to be my shrimps and stuff. And I don't know what I'm going to put on the top. But I'm open to any suggestions. But now this group here, I've got 2 20s in each one. I can't put the extra 10 in because of how it fits against the wall. But
Sean 002D is already saying get shell dwellers. Hasn't typed it yet, but I'm sure it's coming.
Well, I'm going to be doing those in a low boy, so they won't be behind me. They'll be in front of me. So I'm going to get 2 types of shell dwellers in a 90, having a split 90.
Kenny E is here. Sorry.
Oh, Kenny Big E, Kenny E.
Daniken Aquatics. Yes.
Awesome. And Daniken's going to be coming and seeing my fish room.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Looking forward to Kenny hanging out.
Yeah. So in this one, I've got 2 different strains of blue Moscows. So I'm going to put one of my blue Moscows here.
Now, is this where I'm showing the picture for everybody, Ed?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Why don't you show my blue Moscows?
I just wanted to make sure because you rolled through the shrimp so quick I couldn't get their websites pulled up.
Oh,
so,
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, those are my blue Moscows. And I've got a website, or not a website, a video of them. And what he did was he's just showing off the thumbnail, basically.
So if you want to check out Ed's awesome guppies, be sure to go check those videos out.
Yep. And then I decided, is Tiffany White here? I saw some people say Tiffany. It might be the other Tiffany. And that's like saying the other Tiffany is actually her name.
Right. Yes, Tiffany White is showing is active.
Yep, she is here. I am going to, after this stream, I'm going to buy your red Moscows. But I was wondering if Bob and I come up in 2 weeks, if I could not pay for shipping and just get them from you in like 2 weeks, if that would be cool with you. Tiffany. But if it's not, I'll just pay for shipping. I don't care. Whatever works. But I thought it'd be cool to have red and blue Moscows next to each other. And then below it, I've got Jesse's mosaic Dumbo ears, and I sent you a photo of those.
Yeah, bear with me.
And I've got Jesse's sticker, so I'm going to put. Oh, and Tiffany, you're going to have to make a sticker, or you know what? I could put your business card in front of it. That'd be awesome. Yep. Okay, I've got a tank of those. Those are from Jesse, and I won them on his live stream, and they are just crazy beautiful. Super awesome. I just posted those. Oh, that's so awesome. Well, I might buy 2 more. So, and then I have Mike from the Fish Tank Barn, his goodies. And I don't know if he's still here or not, or if he replied to what I was saying about those, how I don't have any girls.
You didn't send me a picture of those, did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay, just making sure.
Oh, I guess I could have shown you the photo that I sent Jesse. Oh, well. I guess you could look them up on Google. Can you Google right now?
Yes. Just bear in mind, I don't have my chat window up where I'm bouncing back and forth, so you'll have to keep an eye on the chat.
Oh, I got you. So, oh, look at that. And Lefty put a link. Oh, I almost clicked it. I don't want to do that.
What am I Googling, sir?
Jesse, you are going to do XENOTOCA, and then second word, LYONSI.
Gotcha, right there.
And how would you pronounce that?
Hold on a second. I'm looking at pictures while I'm trying to do this and get it to screen share.
They are the neatest guys because
here, how about this?
They come right up to the glass. Whoops, I dropped my phone.
Because I have to trash that and then add this. Ed said, "Hey, I know you got a finger issue, but go ahead and type and click all the." No, I'm just picking on you.
Yeah. Poor guy.
I would say it incorrectly, but I would say Xenotoka Leonosi.
Close.
Leonzi.
Yeah. Zen did this how to pronounce it, and I still Xenotecho.
Xenoteca.
How does UH sound?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing?
Xenoteca.
And then Mike's saying it's Xenotoka. Lion Eye.
You know what? I'm in top chat. Maybe that's why I'm not seeing
Mike. I'm just catching it in StreamYard chat, so I might have missed 50 other things, but darn it, I never even hit the share button. Here, there's the share button. There.
Yeah, they have like a red or a yellow spot at the back of their tails, the blades.
To answer your question, I would say it incorrectly.
Yeah. But they're such a personable fish. They come right up to the glass. They're a little bit bigger than Pam's Daisy Rice fish, but I really like them. They're not afraid of anything. I mean, the 3 guys just hang out and they're having a ball in their tank. So they're in a 20-gallon long all to themselves. Well, I have some Hercules got rabbit snails in there with them. Hoping to breed some of them. Because I've got some, they're about that big. They're big and white. They're real pretty. So, yeah, that's a neat goodie. Or I'm probably not even pronouncing goodie. Goodie. But, yeah. So, that's right next to the ones that Jesse has. And then below that, on the ground is another goodiot. And it's the Lima Tigers. Lima Tigers. You want to type that one?
Sure.
It's
Why not?
Limia
The
Tiger.
Limias. Gotcha.
Limias. Well, and that's from my local fish store in Hickson, Aquatic Aesthetics. Rob, he always has them. He has a local breeder that's always supplying him, and since day one, they've had them in that place, and they're a neat striped goodie. So I like them. They're really neat. Right now, he has like 50 of them, and they're all females. So
what an awesome. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was just saying, what an awesome local fish store too, Aquatic Aesthetics. I finally got to go there for the first time the other day. Picked up some stuff. I've got the yellow Neochiridinas that I bought there actually on the little tank on the desk here, which is one that came back from Sand Creek Aquatics. Was that little bow front, like 1 gallon with the blue top on it. So they're chilling on the desk here with me. And the plecos I got there doing awesome. Everything's doing great. And it was a really cool place. So
yeah, and he's remodeled it so much. It's amazing just what he's done since you haven't, like, all that back wall is now done. He's kind of modeled his shop a little bit off of Corey's, and he did the walls like the same wood type shelving that Corey has. It's really neat.
yeah, with just the bracing underneath the ends of the tanks.
Yeah.
If anybody hasn't seen that setup, which I don't think anybody hasn't, but just in case you're curious, it's really neat.
And he wants all the YouTubers like that come and visit him to give him a sticker, and he's going to put it on underneath those tanks. And he was also talking about autographing, like you sign it next to it. So that's awesome. Well, I didn't know that. Wow. Okay, well, thank you, Mike. I thought they were a good idiot, but they're not. So,
and again, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I just really appreciate that. I'm glad I'm doing this stream.
I was just going to say again, sorry if I'm missing comments because I'm only going off of StreamYard, so I know it's extremely delayed and I don't get to see everything. So, apologies.
Okay, so I'll make sure that they're warm. I appreciate that. Well, I still want to get those guys. So that's going to be there. And that is going to be next to my Steel Nebula, or Nebula Steel guppies.
Gotcha.
And I did a little 3-minute video on them at one time. These guys, I really love them. They're a lot of fun. They're a super pretty fish. They're like a steelhead guppy. So they're very metallic. There they are. And then I also sent you a single shot of that too. That was just a shot that was like my very first, I think, thumbnail I ever made. But they're a super pretty fish. I really like these guys. They're doing really well. I just really like them. And then, oh, you know what? Well, okay, I'll just put these two out of order. Actually, right next to Mike's, or no, not Mike's. The fish store one. Brent, Rob's. I have the swordtails that I got from the Mob Guppy. And the swordtails are actually swordtail guppies. I didn't send you a photo.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I don't think he has a photo, but they're just crazy pastels. I've never ever had a guppy that had more babies. And they don't ever eat any of their fry. He sent me, I think, 10 like 2 months ago, and I'm probably at 200. I'm about to have to start a second tank of these guys.
That's what I need to get you. I need to get you some of these half black AOC leopard guppies. because they multiply like nuts. So I've got tons of them. So, and you being a guppy guy, I might as well get you a guppy if you're going to get have some of my fish there.
Yeah, I don't have any black guppies either, so that would be awesome. Okay. So I talked about my nebulous steel, and then I'm going to go right next to LRB's albino galaxies. And if anybody wants to pop LRB's place to buy fish, I got those, and they're actually, I'm kind of sharing them with Chewy, because Chewy really wants me to mix those with other guppies. They're another fish that has babies like crazy. I've never had an albino have so many babies, but they're really cool. They're kind of a little more of a gold color than a normal albino. But and then I've got a 10-gallon next to that that's empty, so I need to figure out something for that. But then above, I have my albino platinums, and I do have a photo of them.
All right. Hold, please.
Sure.
See, this is why I cut my camera, because I'm sitting here going.
And I said a terrible thing about these albino platinums.
Oh, it's fine, buddy.
James was going to buy a bunch of albino platinums at a show we were at. And I said, dude, don't buy them. Mine are so much better than those. And he bought them, and I felt really bad. Because I think he had already bought them. So, but I've got a whole mess of these. But and they have like a blue hue to them. But and kind of a little bit of a yellow, but really is my phone ringing? Oh, can't answer it. They don't have that much yellow in them. The yellow kind of just came out in the photo. They have more of a blue hue. But one of my males I found today is pink. His whole body, instead of like that blue hue, is a pink hue.
Very nice.
I've separated him, and I'm going to pick 2 virgin girls, younger ones, and put them with him. And I'm going to try to make pink platinums.
Heck yeah.
I don't know if it's going to work, but I think it'd be really cool.
It's worth a try. I've got a pair of purple guppies. I say a pair. There's a male and a female in the muck guppy tank down below here. And so I'm going to pull both of those out because they've got like an electric purple to them. So I'm going to see what comes out of them. And maybe line breed them because I haven't really line bred anything. So,
well, like I told James beforehand, the only thing that's in there that's red is cherry shrimp. So, I don't know how it got pink, but somehow I've got a pink platinum albino. And so that's super cool. So that's going to be in a tank on the far side. Above that, I've got my Japanese blue tails.
Working on it.
And I had a whole mess of these die off on me about a month ago, which really bummed me out. But I still have about 15.
At least you've got some.
Yeah. Most of the adults died off for some reason. I don't know why. But all the young ones are good. And so, yeah, these guys, I love them so much. They have a really, and I know it's not the best photo, because what I did is I just captioned a shot off my video for the thumbnails. But they have a really silver head with that just stunning blue body.
And real quick, if I may, I know this is your channel, but shout out to Daniken. He's only got about 600 more hours to go before he hits his 4,000 hours, and then he'll be at approval stage for monetization because he's got his over 1,000. So if you haven't checked out Kenny E at Daniken Aquatics, go over there, check him out, run his playlist if you can. Let's get him there because he's an awesome guy, awesome channel, and love to get him to that monetization point.
Yeah, and that would be awesome right before his trip, so that way he could video live.
Yep.
That would be so good. So, Kenny, I don't know if you've got like a playlist or something, but I'll hit the playlist before I go to bed tonight, for sure. And then next to my blue my Japanese blue tails, are my Petco special.
The Petco special. All right, hold on. I know I saw that. Petco guppies. There we go.
And this was a challenge because, they're so hard to breed. And it's not that they're my best guppy by any means, They're probably my lowest. Well, bummer. I just made my chat gigantic.
And thank you to the mods for posting all these links for the videos and the other websites and all that stuff. Very much appreciated. Putting the mods to work tonight.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. I had one male. I bought like 5 males and 5 females. I had 1 male live and like 3 females when I was like getting them established, because it was just so hard, because I think they're bred in a lot of salt, and I like to keep lots of plants. And these guys, they fall apart if they go below 80. So they're always at 80 degrees. And I hate that. But it's the only way I can keep them alive. They just start to die as soon as it gets colder than 80. But so they're hands down my hardest guppy I've got. But so they're my little challenge. And they're just pet guppies. So, but I've got probably 30 or 40 of them now, so
Nice.
that's good. And then above that, on the top row, I am going to go. Bob is going to give me some of it, Dan's Santa Fe Endlers, and I don't have a photo of them. Dan has, I'm sure, a video of them. They're his special.
Santa Maria's.
Santa Maria's, not Santa Fe.
No, you're fine. I was just making sure. So I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't something I didn't know about, because there's plenty I don't know about.
That would be pretty cool if you had a second line. But no, so the Santa Maria's, and they're a neat Endler. They're mostly black. They've got an orange tail. It's kind of a lyre tail. It's really hip. But now, right next to it, I've got 2 empty tanks. And that's where I want your help, for you guys to tell me what Endlers, because I'd like to have Endler, like Endler row. So if anybody has some good ideas for Endlers, Bob has a video on them too, so that's awesome. Bob has some super lyre tail ones that are really neat. And Diego's here. Hey, Diego. I saw Diego sent Brad an awesome Dragonstone with some Anubias that it was bought on the website.
I think that's what Brad went with for the giveaway last week, because he won.
Cool.
He won one of the gift card codes. He won where Diego had sponsored the $25 multiple aquariums code.
Very cool.
So they can get Diego for that. Petzotic / multiple aquariums.
And then on the other side, I don't have really anything. I have 2 fish for the whole rack. I've got the pink platinums that I'm going to try to breed. And then I've got blue platies, and they're really a good blue. I got them with Bob when I was in Nashville. I've never seen that blue of a platy, and that's why I bought them, because it's rare to see just a really dark blue, or not a dark, but a good powder blue.
So Sean OOTD says, "Okay, off to work. See y'all later. Remember, everyone set up a shell dweller tank. LOL. And maybe 3 instead of 2. See y'all later." Sean, have a good one, and we will get working on the Shelly tank.
Now, GRB brings up mosquito fish. The one thing I've heard about mosquito fish is they're pretty hard on their fry. And I don't know how they would do in a 20-gallon. I may have to have a whole bunch of guppy grass in it.
That wasn't nice.
I got to see. What was Priscilla being mean to me?
She just said, "Show us your finger, Fisher and Fever."
Oh,
There's my finger. I was just going to say, no, you can go check out that video if you want to see the finger. I'm not going to open it up on a live stream.
Yeah. We don't want to see it. Nothing personal. Well, I
Well,
mean, all you
put
guys
it
I
out
want
there
to see.
because I got hundreds and hundreds. Now, bear in mind that this thing went like viral on TikTok, so there's 100,000 plus people that saw this stuff. So I got so many requests to see the thing. I was like, let me upload a video, and I couldn't put it over there because terms of service forbids open wounds in the content being focused upon. So I was like, screw it, I'll put it on YouTube. So I had a lot of people asking to see it, so I was like, screw it, I'll put it up over there. So.
Okay. Well, I just hope and pray that it heals up good for you.
Yes, Bob didn't mean to. He's carrying sand.
And
Better you bumping your hand than me bumping mine, buddy.
Yep. And if you're going to delete anybody, it might as well be Priscilla.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, absolutely. She's a sassy one.
Yeah. So, I'm still looking for a red, white, and blue guppy because my dad used to breed red, white, and blues, and I found a line that I kind of like. It's called Captain America ones, and it might just be one guy selling them.
I think you showed me those one night on was Aquabid. Was that?
Yeah. Well, no, they got their own website.
Oh, that's right. I got you. Sorry,
Yeah.
those 2 a.m. talks that we have after the streams, they don't always set in my mind exactly, where the stuff was.
Well, when we were, and I'm not going to I won't tell what Bob's setting his tank up for, and I'm not even going to give a hint because he promised me to secrecy, but it is so hard not to mention it after things that have been said in the stream. But that's all I'm going to go with. Hey, Hat Trick Farms. Good to see you here. And Susan's here, too. I talked about Susan's fish today, too, with Tiffany. She has some of Susan's original greens. Green deltas or Moscows or something. That's very cool.
Now, you still have one more picture that you had sent me. I didn't know if you still have.
I have 2 other lines of fish that will be going in the fish room. They're in my ponds. I sent 2 photos. It's
I only got one.
Well, well.
Well, I'll show you here. This is what I got.
Yeah, it's my purple tuxedos. Okay. That up there, it's my hyacinth, but if you see up at the top corner, I'm pointing with my finger at the screen, like, yes, can tell. Well, at the top is it's actually a purple Moscow. I've got a little video, and it's not a purple Moscow. It's a purple tuxedo, but it's got a metallic yellow head. But in ponds and stuff, it really comes out blue, and it's just, these guys are so awesome. I really love them. They're like the greatest pond guppy in the world, and I probably have 300 of them already. I put about 50 of them at the beginning of the year, and I put 50 of them in there, and it's probably up to about 300 now. And then I've got another pond next to it, and they're champagne guppies, and they're kind of a yellowy white, or maybe a gold white with a teal belly, but they have the metallic head also. So the metallics really look nice, I think, in ponds. So that's what I've got in my 2 ponds, and so eventually they will be going in somewhere in that tank lineup of my Livebearer tank, or my Livebearer wall.
Chad Crotts, Gina French. Oh goodness, I already missed him once. There, Hat Trick Farm. Sorry, I don't think I got you all earlier. Hello, glad to have you here. And just real quick again for my members from my channel, I did a members only live. If you check that out, I'm going to be sending some goodies out to the members. So if you'll get me an address, appreciate it.
That's awesome. So if you guys recommend any Livebearer, I will write it down and I will do my best, or we could bring it up and I will try to get it. I'll find a place definitely for those black lace. And I will put, whoops, sorry, Nico. My cat, if you notice the thing vibrating, he's been like giving himself a bath this whole time in my life.
Nice.
But I will definitely put that on one of those tanks.
Well, and let me get you some of the new waterproof ones before you put one on a tank.
Oh, good point. I should give this one away. I gave all of James's away except for one.
Well, thank you, Ed.
Yep. So whenever I see a kid, I just say, "Here, here's a sticker."
I go to my audience and it's like 80% children, and I'm like, God, why? It's because Ed's giving them all stickers and they're signing up without their parents knowing.
Hey, a sub is a sub, right?
It is, yes. That's much appreciated.
And I've got some Susan. Oh, come on, Nico. Get down, please. Thank you. I've got some Susan Fish Tank Mom stickers, and I sent those out to a couple of the guys. Ooh, pink scarlet Endlers. Can you type that in there,
Yep.
James? See what that looks like?
I'm going to get that one real quick, and then I'll type the other one.
Oh, a tiger teddy bear, and
Bear
I can't
with
pronounce.
me. Left-handed fun here.
Yeah. James and I were on Aquabed just going through all of the different Livebearers, and you guys have to be careful on there. There's some shady guys in England, and they share the same photos, and I think they're just taking your money. And I was talking to Doug Gray about it, and he was saying that they were shady also. So, but yeah, we were finding the same photo, and they got no reviews, but they've got like 50 posts or 50 things they're trying to sell.
All right, let me share the screen real quick here. Hold, please.
Oh, I've got a good photo while Pugs Tanks is here. The Japanese, my local fish store, the Ponds and Plants, has Japanese blue or neon blue Endlers, but they're not for sale. There's like his own personal stock, and he's just like breeding them in front of everybody. Kills me because those are some pretty fish.
Hey there, Mr. Zen. All right, so there's the Fish Tank Barn suggestion. Hold, please. I'll get the next one up.
That looked a lot like the tiger. The Illima or something.
The Limia.
Limia tigers.
Hello, Mr. Zen. There it is, pink scarlet Endlers. Let me search those up real quick.
I think I left my glasses in Bob's truck today. So I pulled out a pair, and when I bought these, I thought they were cool until I saw what they looked like on camera. Because they got like little dog prints. So I thought they would be cool, but they look like old lady glasses on my head. Oh, well. Hey, Dragon Lair, good to see you, buddy. Oh, Lisa's here. Hi, Lisa. I hope you're feeling good. Ooh. These guys are neat. Today at the really cool pet fish store in Nashville, they had some beautiful Endlers, and I was going to buy like a lot of them. And then I was like looking, I was like, where are the girls? They were all boys.
Hi, Mr. Zen.
And they said they won't sell girls to the pet store. And I'm like, wow, that stinks.
Well, I can't pull those up, but there's a suggestion.
There are they the Joseph wild ones? Joseph was going to give me some at the big fish deal, but everything got crazy and he wasn't able to ship them out, or well, take them on the plane with him because he was really trying to get a lot of his own stuff. So maybe someday he's got some up at his house, maybe, and I can get a couple because I would love to get some of Joseph's, and I have Joseph's stickers too somewhere. So yeah, and the Japanese neon blues are amazing, and they're kind of a big Endler. They got a good sized body to them.
I'm working on it. There.
And you see, that's what. Okay, the lyre tail ones is what my local store has, but they're not for sale. And then the solid. I'm pointing at the screen again, you guys. You can't see my finger. The top middle one, I was going to buy about 10 of those today. Because, yeah, they are super pretty.
All right.
I went on Get Gills looking for Endlers, and I couldn't find any Endlers on Get Gills right now.
I'm trying to find. Okay, that's where I was. Lefty say this has been being ambidextrous works. Yeah, I'm not. Now, I've trained my left hand to do a lot of things just because that's the way I am. But I'm not a quick typer anyway.
Oh, Sean Peck. It's great to see you, brother.
Hey,
He said that,
Tech, how's it going?
you know what, Sean? Whatever Endlers you've got, I would love to have a tank of Sean Peck Endlers. That would be so cool. And then we'll have to design you a sticker or something. Or maybe I'll just have you autograph a piece of tape and I'll stick it on it.
If I missed anything, I'm sorry. Again, I'm on StreamYard chat looking through these while trying to pull this stuff up left-handed. So it's not working 100% for me. Bear with me.
Now, I do have some of Sean's frog bit in my tanks, and I've got a lot of that. Hey, Bob Kaler, if you want some, I've got a 5-gallon tank or a 5-gallon bucket right now. I could give you some.
I gave some of that to Fish Pappy, I think.
Oh, awesome.
In the plant package I shipped out. So Fish Pappy, if you did get frog bit in there, I packed that box completely full. I think I was able to get frog bit in too. If you got frog bit, it's actually Pectec's frog bit.
That's awesome. And you guys got to check out Sean's channel. It's amazing. He's so good. And he also plays games. Lefty, we ought to have Sean on. Well, Sean's probably working when we talk about our game of the week. But Sean, let me know sometime. And now that things are kind of coming back to normal, maybe we could play some games because that'd be awesome. I've been playing a lot of Cthulhu May Die. And, who suggested what's this right here?
That's the metallic pink guppies when I Googled it for a Dragon Lair suggestion.
Oh, wow.
That's a metallic pink glitter guppy. Look at this guy here. Come on, click on it.
I wish I should have taken a photo of my pink platinum guppy today because it's crazy.
I don't even know how far behind I am trying to pull all these up.
Oh, and you guys, I submitted it is literally 7 minutes. I should have mentioned it, guys. 7 minutes ago, you guys could have submitted your cardboard box to Flugel to win your Flugel, Flugel tank. And the 9-gallon one. That's what I did last week. And somehow the cat stole one of my neon tetras in there. But it was a lot of fun. Oh man, there's so many things. You guys are doing ooh. Oh, that's a crazy pretty one.
That's the one that Fish Tank Barn Mike said they're really expensive.
I could see why amazing.
They are.
Okay, now, Zen, you have been writing these all down for me, right?
I definitely have not been.
Oh, you've been typing them. I will go back and replay this whole thing and write all these things down because that is a super cool Endler. That's crazy. And who suggested this is Mike's?
Mike, and I guess it looks like Daniken had also mentioned that as well.
Okay, if I end up buying those, maybe I'll put Daniken's sticker next to that, so it would be his suggestion.
I just now got to Sean saying he had pretty Endlers.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Well, I will put Sean's right next to Bob Kaler's in my Livebearer wall. I hope this isn't just the most boring stream ever for you folks.
Pugs ask what I'm doing with my right hand. I'm resting the piranha bite. That's what I'm doing with my right hand. Thank you for posting PegTech's channel, Lefty. I appreciate that. I'm getting closer to the bottom. And Cody sent as well. All right, I think I'm at the bottom. Hopefully I didn't miss too many things. Let's stop that. No, now I'm back to right-handed. There we go. And hit that.
This is for Pug's Tank, since I don't know his phone number.
Very nice.
It's met over 30 in skinny jeans. But look at that. I wish I could send that to Pug, and I don't know if that's a pug or some type of a bulldog, but when I saw it, I thought of him.
All right, let me get my actual YouTube chat up here. There we go. Hey, the other Tiffany.
Stone's here. Did you say the other Tiffany's here also?
Yes. Said Chattanooga Ed, are you interested in wild type live bearers?
Well, we could pop them up and see what they look like.
Nice try, Lefty. Lefty said just screenshot your search history. No, I'm good with that. Too many.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Too many. How do I put that? Left side, right side, political type things, and we don't want to offend people.
Well, it's probably just for the name of all the fish.
Okay, did get frog bit. Yes, so good. Yeah, that frog bit actually. I filled 2 tanks now, the tops of 2 tanks. Because it has spread so much. He sent me home with 2 of them, and it's covered the top of a 20 long and the top of a 10 gallon. So enjoy that. That's PegTech frog bit, and that's Oddball Aquatics guppy grass that I got from Chattanooga Ed. I sent you guppy grass. So
yeah, Haley gave me the guppy grass, and then I gave it to James, but Haley said she got it from LRB.
So there you go. It's been all through the fish pan.
Around. And one time LRB said he needed some, and I said I could give you some guppy grass.
And several people have mentioned this, but I've not actually gotten to grab the comment. The KJE Aquatics. Several people have mentioned it.
Oh, awesome. Well, you know what? No, I don't. I do have a pen. I will write that down.
Sean just sent me a beautiful a video of some beautiful little fish. Let's see if I can do this.
And I'm hoping next week we will be seeing these fish live in my fish room. I'm hoping to get in my fish room. My goal is, now that I know that Daniken's coming to visit, I'm on an extra quick push. So I've got only my
no, it's not going to focus, but you can kind of see them. You can kind of see them. They're pretty. They're absolutely beautiful, Sean.
Yeah, I can't imagine anything being gross that he has.
Yeah, no, I love his setups. I absolutely love his setups. Oh, speaking of which, I am going to be doing an update on the PegTech Fluval Spec that Sean hooked me up with and helped me set up. The growth on that thing is amazing since we first set it up. It's doing really well. I have to send you some clips, Sean. Thank you again for that.
In Sean's last, well, I don't know if it was his last or the stream before, he bought some of that fluorite. What is it? Seagram? See, who makes that? The fluoride.
See, Kim?
Seachem. He bought a bag and he thought he was buying black, and it turned out to be dark brown. I did the exact same thing. I bought 2 bags and I thought I was buying black. And I opened it up and it's dark brown. I know, I was like, that made me laugh so hard when he did that because I did the same thing. I bought that down in Atlanta when we went on that trip.
Got one more fish to show you.
Okay.
These fish tank barns sent me a message. Get back over here.
You know, we Mike, do you ever do tours? Because it would be worth driving to Michigan to check out the barn. Ooh, they're neat. Well, wait, those look an awful lot like those ones. Wait a minute, which one? I wonder if he's the fatty guys, or the fat ones with the tan stripes. Because the other ones look like the tigers that they have down the road.
I'm trying to click on the picture on the wrong computer monitor. There we go. They are pretty. They are very, very pretty.
You know, I wonder if that's what my pet store has. I don't know. But I'm going to buy them probably tomorrow if they got any boys, and we'll throw it in there. Oh, yeah. Well, GRB, does GRB want to see the photo? Or, you know, on the Flugel site, I sent it and it was submitted a couple days ago. And I'm hoping that they post it somewhere on their site. I haven't even checked to see if they posted it.
They should.
I could show you the photo,
And hello, rebuilding our brand. Melvin, good to see you. Sorry, I saw your name in here earlier, but I didn't get to say hello. Glad to have you here.
Oh, hi, Melvin. Great to see you, buddy. Oh, talking about this photo again, that flower only lasted a day.
Oh, wow.
And it totally disappeared. Unless I didn't notice it. Maybe I just noticed it on the last day. But the next day, 2 others on the other side popped. So they're pretty. Okay, let's see. Oh, I took a lot of photos today at the pet store in Nashville.
I'm going to see if I can find your picture on the Flugel site.
This is what it'll look like.
Here's what I'm going to... Okay. Are you going to be showing pictures on your phone? If so, I'll put you up full screen.
Oh, nah, I don't want to be full screen.
Gotcha.
But that's the photo that you'll see on the website.
Oh, yeah.
Posted.
I know what it looks like. I was there for the 2 hours you put it together.
Yeah. So everybody contact Flugel and just demand that I get special credit because it was on live. Oh, and it was only America. So that's pretty cool.
Thank you, Gina French. I appreciate that. And Lisa Perez also. I appreciate the sentiments on the finger. It's doing well. Doing better now that I actually got some rest.
Oh, all right.
I don't know if they've got it up.
Bug says it's easy, a top 10. Thank you.
Well, what was funny was after he got done with it, I looked through again, and they're like, the winners are picked at random. And I was like, well, darn it.
Yeah.
And I think they did that to make it fair to the kids. That way, you know, adults couldn't go in and make really, really elaborate stuff and outdo the kids' ones, you know.
I should have made them for my cats then. One cat's 5, the other one's 4. And Lisa asked how I'm feeling. I'm feeling good. I feel sluggish, and I think once I get the new heart valve, I'll feel probably 100 times better. And I'm not going to let the cat get on he's eyeballing my shoulder again. No, we don't vote for it, GRB. I wish we did. They're just going to kind of spin a hopper, maybe. Or they said it's random. But you never know. Sometimes random is like, ooh, this one's really good. It should be random picked.
Right. Somebody did a rack with 4 of them on there, it looks like.
Oh, wow. Well, that's a shame. They should have put in 4 different entries.
Yeah. I'm not seeing it just yet. Let me keep looking. Turns out there's 12,000 entries.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I have kind of 2 fancy fish tanks right now. I've got my 15-gallon round acrylic that Bob James and I won in a raffle. And I bought the raffle tickets and Bob won it, and then he felt guilty, so he gave it to me, and I was a jerk and took it. And
it occurred to me we should probably stop talking about that just due to the fact of the legality of raffles in the state of Tennessee.
Oh, well, I'm not saying where it was.
Right. Well, I was just that just occurred to me. We won't. But yeah, it was.
Now you all know it's in Tennessee.
Well, everybody knows we're in Tennessee, but
well, yeah, but we get around. I was in Georgia with you guys all last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we definitely get around. Yeah.
And we've been in Georgia, Alabama. Today I was in Georgia with Bob and Tennessee. When you live this close to the border, nobody knows what I'm doing.
Hashtag border hopping.
Yeah. Well, I've lived my whole life next to the border. Kansas City, I lived right on the border. Kansas was right there, and I lived in Missouri. And then St. Louis, I lived on both sides of the river, Illinois and Missouri. Crazy.
I think they've got a ton of entries because I'm still not finding it. And I know everybody just saw it, but I was kind of hoping to actually find it on the Louisville site. Mr. Zen saying now it's time to put the other hand in. I have several times, actually. That was simply a fluke due to some hyper-aggression from some spawning triggers. I didn't realize it till after the fact. They're still a little cranky, but it is what it is. Yeah, I don't see it. I could probably sit here all night trying to find that.
It's all right. Thank you for looking. That would have been fun. And we were also in Mississippi.
Okay, there are 13,000, says GRB Aquatics. Yeah, I'm not digging through 13,000.
Oh,
that's what you can do for next week, Ed. You can just look for it until next week, and then we can show it on the stream.
But Pug said that it's easily the top 10.
Oh, yeah, it's very, very cool.
So, I really wanted to win another scaping competition this year. Especially against kids. That would have been so funny.
I like PegTech's idea. It says they should pick one at random and the rest for skill. Otherwise, there's no reason to work hard on it. Yeah, I actually contemplated just tossing one together and uploading a photo just because it was random, but did not. I would have been really upset. I would have felt bad if I had won off of some random junk that I entered and Ed didn't. So I just stayed out of it.
Oh, no, you should have. That would have been. But I did a heck of a commercial for him, too, really.
Yeah.
A 2-hour commercial for him last week. I had so much fun, guys. Thank you for putting up with me.
Yeah, I know. That was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I'm going to have to do more goofy things like that. Come on, buddy. Down.
Oh, GRB said, no, sorry. I thought you said there were 13,000. Oh, no. I just threw out a number like, imagine if there are that many. No, I have no clue how many there are. All I know is I was clicking that whole time and wasn't finding it. So they were scrolling across pretty quickly and did not find it thus far.
No.
Kenny had mentioned hopefully getting up to some shenanigans, and Dragon Lair said, when are we not up to shenanigans? That is very, very
sure.
true.
Yeah. Sean, maybe you'll have to come here and play a game in my fish room. I'll have a poker table up in there. So that will be cool. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Hat Trick Farm says I'm killing her. Maybe it's just that I like to beat up on little kids.
Probably. He said, "There's a kids contest. I'm going to win that."
Yeah, well, last year they had Pinewood Derby or boxcar derby. What do they call that? Pinewood Block Derby.
Somebody will say it in the chat, I'm sure.
I made 4 of them for my nieces, and I won 2 trophies, even though I didn't get to keep the trophy. But I made them with acrylic. I drilled a lot of the wood out and put acrylic in it, and they were so cool. And my one niece, the youngest one, it was probably the fastest until she glued a mouse to it. And she got this toy mouse, and she really wanted it. Was like a parachute, basically, on the back of it. Oh,
Priscilla wants to know what you're going to put in the tank if you win.
oh man, I don't know. Your next shrimp that you get in that's really cool. How's that? Priscilla has some awesome shrimp, guys. Super cool. Okay.
Well, did you want to talk about, I don't know if you were done with your fish room or not, if you got through all the tanks in there? Or...
Well, that's my Livebearer wall, or pretty much, and shrimp. On the other side, James and I are going to be doing for the month. Well, I don't know if James is going to do it now because he's hurt, but I'm going to still do it. We're going to make a beta wall. And it was the beta, who makes the beta wall? And it starts, wait, now today's the 31st. So does it actually start tomorrow?
Technically it would, because we're in Eastern time, so it's 12:30 in the morning on the 31st. So yeah, it would start tomorrow.
You know what? You guys still have time for your cardboard boxes. You still have 23 hours.
Lefty says James has helpers, he could do it. Yeah, I actually did talk to my mom about it. Bless her heart. She actually came over and did almost all the work, installing my linear air pump, hanging the PVC, all of that good stuff. I did what I could, but I still did too much, and that's why I missed out on the Nashville trip today, unfortunately. But a huge shout out to my mom. You'll get to see her in an upcoming video, Mama Fever.
Well, I'm going to show you guys my secret weapon for my beta wall. What we're trying to do is make it look cool, but also affordable. So I found 5 pounds of animal cracker boxes. They're a perfect 3 gallons. I'm going to put either 15 of these together or 12. I haven't decided. It probably depends on how many of these things I can eat. I've already ate about 13 pounds of animal crackers in the last 2 weeks.
Just wait. Ed's going to start doing weekly giveaways on his stream for bags of animal crackers.
Yeah, bags of animal crackers. No, I've been like Ziploc bagging them and giving them to my nieces and nephews, and they love it. I have a Ziploc bag of them in every car. They're the snack at my house now. So if any of you want to come visit, plenty of animal crackers. When Danikin comes to visit, be hungry. But yeah, so I need to eat about another 45 pounds of animal crackers. And that'll be ready. And I think that'll be awesome. Oh, Lefty said 20 pounds. I can do that. That's awesome. But yeah, so these are going to be super cool. I'm going to use fingernail polish to get the glue off from the stickers. And I'm going to hook a PVC pipe that goes in the back and goes down. And then I'm going to have a drip. So that way the water is coming up and out of the PVC. And my local fish store sold me a sump pump last week for a super crazy low price. He didn't need it anymore. And so that's going to be my sump for the system. I may have to get a pump that'll be a little less powerful. But it's going to be my first sump tank. And like I say, they're 3 gallons each. So if I do 12 of them, that's 36 gallons with, I don't know what the sump is, maybe a 30-gallon sump.
Very cool.
Right now, my problem, though, is that they're going to be on shelving, but I'd like to get a small trough of some sort to put them in, just for a little extra leak protection.
Absolutely.
Hey, Catfish Terry's here. Good to see you, brother. And we forgot to tell Catfish Terry that we drove through his town today. We need to go back up there and visit Catfish Terry. Sure.
Bob saying to send my mom over there. No, Bob, you're not putting my mom to work on fish projects. She's got plenty over here to help me with. She's going to be showing you all how to reseal an aquarium in an upcoming video, and some other things. So we talked about her being on the channel for a while, and the whole finger thing, it's going to put it out of commission for some time. It's not really hurting. It's fine. I appreciate everybody's thoughts, but like running the drill, I tried to add some more taps into the airline system earlier. I got one in and I was like, nope, I'm going to stop right now. So
I think it's funny. Jesse, he got one of those systems from Corey, and he had his wife put it together, the line, and then you had your mom, and I have my brother-in-law. Us fish keepers were all a pack of whips. What was worse was Jesse was sitting there talking with us all night long as she was doing it.
It was so great.
Funny. Oh my gosh. But yeah, good times. And I put a video of that, or have a video of it all. I just have to figure out how to edit the whole thing. But those pumps are amazing. They are super good.
Oh, dude, I'm loving it. I've got 21 taps in now. I didn't get the airline honestly, I didn't expect to get it all hooked up yesterday. So I had to order the airline tubing because I'm going to go through and put black airline tubing in all the tanks. But we hooked up 20 yesterday before she left. And I hooked up the one earlier that I put up. And there's still so much flow potential that it's ridiculous. HC Aqua Jesse says we're all a bunch of lazy dudes.
We're lazy dudes because we're up all night talking about fish. We should have been on a live stream. We were just talking fish, 3 of us,
kidding,
all night long. And Sean says he's good at making holes and things, and he has an awesome video where he's drilled a 5-gallon bucket, and he's drilled it just to clean all of his substrates. And I keep telling myself, I gotta do that. I gotta make it. No, Nico.
I've got one of those. I did that with because we get the 5-gallon buckets of litter, or maybe it's 4 gallons, but the big square buckets of litter with the handle on them. So I've got one of those drilled out for that exact same thing for washing the substrate. I love it.
I should do that. I really should. It'd make things a lot easier than using a spaghetti strainer and doing it a little bit at a time like I do.
Yeah, now I still will give it a quick final rinse off with the spaghetti strainer method, but the primary wash off is done in that drilled out bucket, and it works. It makes it a lot easier.
I spent, I think, 4 hours cleaning off Sean's frog bin yesterday because I didn't want any duckweed in my fish room, and it's already in there in 2 of my tanks. But I took it out and I put it under. First I put it into 3 buckets, slowly getting it, and then I went under the faucet and washed it with my hands, and then I flipped it over and did it again, and then I put it in a tea pitcher. No, buddy, a little glass. No, just a
Moonstone and Susan for SLC. Good night, Kim and Susan. Hope y'all have a great night. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us, and we'll see you on the next go round.
Okay, well, the cat's laying on my lap. I'm on a sunroom. It's probably 80 degrees, and I've got 100-degree cat sitting on me. Sheesh.
Hey, Darlene's Tanks. Good to see you. And John Cox, I will say, John Cox, well, guys, I'm handy, so I'm more like Joey, king of DIY than y'all. I really enjoy doing all my own stuff. I initially was just I was gonna have some help just for holding up like the 10-foot pieces of PVC so that I could, make it easier to cut and strap everything up. But I enjoy doing that type of stuff. I was kind of upset that I didn't get to do more. That's why I was in there earlier today trying to do it. And I'm like, well, I don't want to do it left-handed and fumble it up and have to redo a piece of the airline and all that. So I just left it. But I love that stuff.
Your Instagram photos look good. Or was it Instagram or did you just text those? I don't know. I saw some photos and they look good.
No, I hadn't actually put anything up just yet. The only thing I did was a quick Instagram video just showing the PVC before it even got hung completely. And I was like, hey, guys, guess what I'm working on?
That's what I saw. What did you use for hangers?
So they've got, if you're in the plumbing section, it's this plastic strapping that's used for hanging plumbing. And it's a lot cheaper than the metal strapping. And basically my trick with it is once I figured out the height it was going to be at, I just pre-cut that many holes in it. And then I take a screw, and if you screw it through both of them, I'll be right back. Entertain the people. I'll be right back.
I was just going to show what I used, but that's fine. I use candy cane holders. They're a PVC type pipe also just for hanging. And basically it looks like a candy cane that you screw that onto the wall, and then you snap the pipe into it. And it worked great for me. So it'll be interesting to see what he did. Cat. And it was super easy for me. And Mike of Fish Tank Barn is going to bed. I wonder what he used for his. I bet you he's got central air. But thanks, Mike, for showing up. And I'll text you or something to see if you've got any of those goodies that I could buy like one or two girls off you just so I could try to make some. That'd be super awesome. And let's see what he brought back.
Here's the method. I'll show you, or here's the stuff. I'll show you the method in the video because I'm not fiddling with the drill and cutting all this right now. But it's just like the metal strapping that you would get, except it's plastic and it's a lot cheaper. I think the price of the 25-foot one was comparable to the 10-foot of metal. But basically, I've just got a loop with one screw through it, and that's how they hang. So it looks, you just have one loop with the screw through it, and you can do it whatever length you want. Super cheap, super easy. And there's a trick to using this stuff that makes it really, really easy to hang. Mike's headed out. Fish Tank Barn, have a great night. I did get the message. So again, for all the members, I'm going to try and ship everybody's out at once. So I'm not sending 2 here and 4 there and miss somebody. So by the end of the week, hopefully I'll have everybody's addresses. We'll say end of next week. Hopefully I'll get everybody's address. I did see those. I liked those, but I wasn't entirely sure they were going to work with how I wanted to do it.
Gotcha. But yeah, The one thing I didn't like was I forgot to paint those.
Right.
So everything's blue except for my hooks.
And I was lazy. I didn't paint my PVC.
Well, that's all right. I've got another project that I'm going to do tomorrow with PVC. And it's blue PVC that I bought. So it came 20-foot lengths for my ponds. So look for that this weekend.
Priscilla saying ship out what? I'm sending out little goodie bags to the all the members on my channel, Priscilla. I did a live stream for members only the other day talking about it. So I'll ship you your goodies out along with everybody else's, hopefully here in about a week.
Do I get goodies?
Yeah, of course you do. You're a member, aren't you?
Awesome. You don't have to ship mine. You just hand it to me sometime.
Yeah, well, and I still need to get you your picture from Dominic, your little painting. I forgot it the last time we went down there. I got back and I'm sitting here and I'm like, darn it, Ed's painting is still down here.
Oh, and I've got your chip in the other room too. That's super cool. I should have brought that in here to show people.
That's one of the things that I talked about because that's one of the things that I'm sending out in the goodie package. And now this stuff is slinkied out into the floor here. So I'm just going to throw that down there.
Hey,
slide it that way. Hey, Detroit, how's it going? So yeah, so that's one of the things I'm sending out are those little chips because I only got 50 of them when I ordered them. I'm probably going to order some more. So I can't like just ship them out to everybody. Plus they cost several bucks a piece.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's not something that I can just send out for free to everybody. But that's one of the things that's going to be in the little goodie bag.
Well, thank you, sir.
Kenny, if you'll send it to me again, just because I have most people's addresses, but trying to find it has been a pain in the backside. So I sit down with Miss Fever, write down the member list, write down the addresses, mail everybody's off at once because I've got to get bigger. I can't stick it all in. Stick it in just standard mailing envelopes. So
yeah, if Kenny gives me permission, I can send it to James.
That works.
I hate to ever give stuff out without permission, but I mean, he's basically saying it. So
And honestly, it's probably still on my desk over there. I think I've still got the envelope you sent your stickers in, but just to be safe, if you don't mind to send it again. That way I can just pull Messenger, roll through, give her the addresses. She hates it because I'll screenshot it over to her so she can write the addresses down when people ask for stickers and stuff. She's like, why don't you just send it to me? There she is. She said, everyone send it, please. I'm the addresser. It would make it much easier for me. It's selfish. Thank you, Miss Fever. Shy gal. Much appreciated.
Wow. Now, did Lefty shock himself last week with a power strip, or did Detroit?
Well,
Either way, that wouldn't be fun.
Either way, yeah, that's no fun at all. Been there, done that.
Yeah, I actually did it yesterday, and it was with a power strip. But I was just trying to unplug my cell phone charger, and I grabbed both ends of the metal and pulled it up. And I'm glad my phone wasn't on there. I don't know if that would have hurt the phone or not.
Oh, there we go. Kenny said, yes, you can give my number and address and phone number to any of the Tennessee Mafia.
Awesome. So cool.
Did you ever ask, I don't know if he's still hanging out or not, but did you ever ask Peck Tech about the whole Tennessee Mafia thing?
No. Sean, if you're still here, you're one guy that I haven't talked to yet, and we were talking about that with Tiffany White today. Let's see. I don't know if he's here, so I don't know if you guys want to hear it again.
Oh, there we go. Lefty says Detroit's heater was zapping the fish, and I zapped myself on a power strip last week when disconnecting a heating mat in my greenhouse.
Gotcha. Oh, Sean's saying good night, folks. Sean, if you got one more minute, and if you don't and you're already in bed, that's fine. But if you're here, I'll just tell everybody. We're making Detroit Mafia. No, we're making Tennessee Mafia, Fish Mafia shirts. And they're going to be like a bowling shirt. And everybody's got like a fish name that they're putting on it. Bob's the Codfather. Tiffany said today that she will be the Great White or the White Shark. It's one or the other. I'm going to be Hammer Ed Shark. And James is Jimmy the Nose.
I think I'm going with Jimmy the Nose for James and the Bristle Nose. So, and then Miss Fever's Sunshine.
Oh yeah,
and her name.
We thought we ought to ask Catfish Terry too if he would be interested in doing that. I don't know if he would want to do that. And John Cox.
I did not see that, but I will, Sean. I will definitely get with you. I appreciate everything from you. Sean's an awesome guy. He really is. So thank you, Sean, if you're still listening. I appreciate everything that you have done and offered very much.
Yeah, and I'll text them the details. But the worst thing so far that I've found with trying to get bowling shirts in Tennessee, apparently people don't bowl in the South. I grew up in St. Louis, and the Bowling Hall of Fame is literally in St. Louis. So maybe bowling is just a lot bigger in that one city, and I grew up with it. But you can get bowling shirts dirt cheap. I mean, I was in lots of leagues.
Well, the ticket prices are so low, we could just fly up to St. Louis, get the shirts made, and fly back.
Yeah. I get my family there probably would be upset if I did that. If I just showed up.
There we go. Peck Tech said he'll think of the mob fish name. Awesome. Love it.
Yeah. So, and Ginger Graves is going to be just Graves. she kind of has a scary name.
Yeah.
So she doesn't need to do anything else. And if there's guys like outside of the state, I know that I think Griff was interested. I can't just make millions of shirts. But what we'll do is out-of-staters will have a different color Tennessee Fish Mafia shirt if you want one. I will make them, but I'll probably have to ask for money up front just because I'm not a Brazilianaire.
What do you mean you're not a Brazilianaire?
Night, Sean. Thanks for showing up.
Thank you again, Sean. Have a great night.
Yeah, I wish I was a Brazilianaire.
Well, you got a really nice pool. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I got a big pool. I love my pool. And I've got a hot tub I've never used that I think I'm gonna turn it into a fish pond. I was looking at the koi today and the goldfish. Oh, and Bob was telling me about, have you heard of these striped humpback sharks?
I have not.
They're a cold water fish that go well with goldfish. And I think he said that they would definitely be fine in our winter. Nope, stay down. But he said they get up to 3 feet long. It's the problem.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. No, I've seen that. Yeah. The high fin banded sharks is what I normally see them labeled as.
That's probably what it was. I'm pretty good at killing names.
Oh, that's fine.
But,
And that may not even be right because you know how it is. A lot of times you see stuff and that may not necessarily be the name. But yeah, they've got several of those at Aquatic Marine down the street that are about like that.
Oh, awesome. But yeah, they're just a really pretty guy. But if they really get to 3 feet, I don't know how big my hot tub is. I don't know if I want a 3-foot fish. You know, because I think I'm probably going to go with goldfish instead of koi. I just think goldfish are prettier and cuter. I don't know what you guys all think, but that's how I do it.
They're really cool. I do like them.
Yep, and Griff, I will definitely. You're the guy. You're first on the list for outside of the state people. And if anybody else wants one, we'll definitely do it. I don't know if whatever color we are, the next coolest color will be like the outside mafia. Aw, the baby cat.
Chick head back. She loves to hang out under my desk when I'm in here.
Aw. I've got a great logo for the Tennessee Fish Mafia. It's going to be a double screen, so it will be cool. I'm
looking forward to it. Kenny's saying he wants to check that store out. Definitely, and you've got to see Aquarium Knoxville. That's not my go-to place, but they've got an amazing setup there. It's definitely someplace you got to visit. Where you going, little kitten? Don't want you to fall. See if I can set her back down. And of course, Aquatic Aesthetics, since you're going to be down your Ed's house.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and we love that store. We've got a couple of stores here in town. We've got the Bermuda Triangle, just reopened, and Fish Mania. Oh gosh, we've got the Fish Tank Barn, or the Fish Den, I think, or something like that. But I would highly recommend my buddy Rob at Aquatic Aesthetics, because he's super cool.
Bob's saying that we're supposed to be presenting him gifts since he's the cod father.
Well, you know, I tried to buy him his pie today, and he still paid for it. So I don't know. I'm going to end up owing him that till I die, I think. That was funny, but I tried.
No, hey, you're never going to buy that pie, Ed.
I know, but I'm gonna try. Someday I'll sneak one in and get it to him.
Oh yeah, Kenny, we got tons of fish stores out here. We're very, very blessed in that aspect.
Yeah, we don't have the wet spot, but we've got a whole mess of them. So that's good. St. Louis was down to about 2 or 3, and just in the last 3 years, I think they had about 5 pop up. So that was really awesome for St. Louis. But I mean, St. Louis is a pretty big town.
I want to say a huge thank you to everybody watching. We got 43 people watching now and 60 thumbs up from my buddy Chattanooga Ed here. Thank you very, very much for that. Do appreciate it. He's an awesome guy, and I think he deserves it.
Oh, thank you, guys. Jesse said that he had a Chinese high-fin shark. Was that the same thing that I just showed you? Oh, it was hard to feed and it died. I was worried it would be eating everything and it would die. Well, Jesse, I just won't get one. I'll just stick to goldfish. And so, but I appreciate you saying that, man. I wonder how big it got. Oh,
I don't know. It looks like it grows up to about 1.35 meters or 4.5 or 4 foot 5 inches long.
Whoa!
And is unsuitable for most home aquariums.
That might be too big for a hot tub.
I know. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I wouldn't put that in a hot tub.
I'm guessing
I mean, you could, but
maybe an 8-man hot tub.
Now, if you converted your pool over,
no, that's not going to happen. That's, I think, 70,000 gallons. That's not going to happen.
It's a beautiful pool. It would make a great pond. Now, Danny can say, don't forget, congrats, Ed, on the 500 pineapples, 500 subscribers today. Very, very proud of you, buddy.
Thanks, man.
We'll
That's
get you
awesome.
to 1,000 in no time.
Yeah, and that I couldn't have been with 2 cooler people when I found out. That was really neat. Let's see. What else did what
Well, we do have Project Anna Bantoid, and I know what Lefty's been talking about that. That was on the list, Lefty Ed, but this is Ed's show, so I'm kind of letting him run it here.
Yeah, well, I started going that way when I was talking about the beta wall.
Yeah, but August 1st startup.
Yeah, August 1st for the whole month is Project Anna Bantoid. It's hard to say all at once, man. Oh, I got to work on relaxing and talking slower. Project Anna Bantoid. Oh, jeez. Oh, well. Yeah, that. If you guys want to do it, we would love everybody to submit photos of your bettas, your paradise fish, and your grommies. So it's kind of, there might be other anabantoid, but we're going after the ones that are kind of the Asian central ones. I think, is that kind of the goal, James?
I'm just along for the ride. I didn't start this.
Well, those are our 3. So you can take, the first category will be photos.
Mm-hmm.
You can take a photo of your betta. You can take a photo of the betta at your pet store, at your niece's bedroom. If she has a little bitty one. Any betta will work for a photo as long as you take the photo. So, like, Jesse has some amazing photos. Not Jesse. Jesse probably does. Who am I trying to think of as famous? It's a great photographer. Jesse's buddy, Jimmy.
Swisky. Yeah.
Yes, Swisky. He has some awesome pictures of bettas of his alien. And so you can't use that.
Yeah, don't be taking his pictures.
Yeah. And if you want to add words to it, like somebody did a real cool thing with their photo, and they did like a Photoshop deal where it looked like they painted the photo on there, and it kind of like had drips and stuff on the sides, but it was just kind of a neat art look for their photo. You can do whatever you want. You can put words on it. Do whatever you want. And then, so photos is number 1. Number 2 is a video. So any video that you want to put out on YouTube, and then submit your entry to the Facebook, because everything has to go through the Project Enjoyed Facebook page. No.
Don't submit it to the Facebook. I've got it up on the screen there. This was one of the things we learned the last time. They actually set up an email for your actual submissions. You want to email the entries to projectanabantoid@gmail.com. We still want people posting pictures on the Facebook page, but to be officially entered, you need to send that email because the Zen Ginger and Lefty spent countless hours combing through Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and everywhere else trying to find all the stuff. And I think we might have missed one or two or things like that. So we don't want them to have to spend a ton of hours just trying to find them.
Well, it's not a competition unless I mess it up somehow.
Hey, you're fine. I just wanted to get people right away from the get-go.
Yes.
I'm going to leave that up there on the screen as well, but please email entries too.
Yes. Thank you so much for calling that to my attention.
Yeah.
So
and
now
we want people sharing stuff on Facebook, and that's kind of trying to get the group together. But to be officially entered, you've got to send that email.
Okie dokie. So thank you, Lefty and James, for letting me know. Like last time it was Project Cassilia, and I was saying all Livebearers. And I kept saying your Platties and your Goodies and Swordtails also. And so I made a huge mistake there right off the bat. So it's nothing new for me. So,
I would imagine, so case in point, I'm just thinking here, if you are doing video, you upload the video and then send a copy of the link. Lefty, is that what we're going for versus trying to actually email a video file? And I'll wait for a response, and I know we're delayed. But I would imagine if you're doing video that you would, upload your video, YouTube or Facebook or whatever, and then send a copy of that link versus trying to send, like a 2-minute or 3-minute video clip through email.
And then the third category is art. So any form of art you want. We had a guy make a cool t-shirt. We had a painting. You can do anything. You can do clay. You can do a cookie. I don't know. Whatever other form other than video and photography that you want to do, you make it and submit it, and it will count under the art category. You might want to say art on there. I don't know. But that's awesome. So throw that in the art one. And then Rack from River Life also is sponsoring a special category that only he judges. It is the Rack River Life Inspirational Piece. And he decides on his own what makes him go, oh, I love that. So that's just one of the taken out of the random 3. And then we have a grand prize winner, or best of show. And Jesse won that last time. And I don't know all the names of all the people. I know Jesse won the big one.
Fish Pappy won the art.
Oh, that's awesome. Fish Pappy, that's amazing. Sir Prong-a-Lot won
video.
The video. And I don't know who won the photo.
I don't think she's even on YouTube. I can't recall her name. I'd have to pull the list. But she won the video and then Rack pictures for the Rack picture.
And yes, Priscilla, you can enter. Or you can also, last time Priscilla sponsored also one of the, I think she sponsored the grand prize and she drew a picture of the person's favorite fish or something like that. So that's pretty cool that she did that. But yeah, everybody's welcome to enter. There's no, there is an age limit. 18 or older.
Yes, Claire, sorry.
Yeah, I wanted to do a small fry prize, and it turned out that we weren't allowed to. So, yep, 18 or older.
And it was Claire. That was the name of the other winner.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what you were saying. And we have a special guest judge this time, and it's Lisa from KG Tropics. And she's also sponsoring some of the prizes. She's so cool. So, I don't know. Did I miss anything?
I don't think so. because we don't even know what all the prizes are yet, so we don't want to get into that at this point.
Yeah.
But we want to let everybody know to go ahead and get fired up to start posting stuff over on the Facebook. And if you want to officially enter, send that into the web, the email address. And we will continue to put that email address out throughout the month. And I'm sure the email address will also be on the Facebook if it's not already, which it probably is, knowing how thorough Lefty and them are.
Yeah. And if anybody wants to be a sponsor, I'm sure, should they just contact one of us, or we need to have them email Lefty, or?
They should just be able to contact one of us.
Okay, and we'll help.
Yeah. So we try to make it as painless as possible.
Yeah, especially for prizes, because prizes are cool. But
and Lefty's saying we do, they were messaged to. Yeah, but I'm sure we're still going to have people just like last time. They're saying, oh, let me be a sponsor. Now they're hearing about it and they want to add on to it as well. So I'd rather wait until we actually get into it officially and we've kind of locked down all of the people that are sponsoring it versus going through it and adding people every time we talked about it.
Yep. We had a lot of wonderful sponsors last time. Like I mentioned, Priscilla, Bob from Taylor's Aquatics, who has an awesome website, or not a website, awesome YouTube channel. You can always see Bob doing something. So he's a lot of fun.
I'm going to put Lefty on the spot. If you would like to hear about the sponsors that we have at this point, check out Lefty's stream tomorrow with Chattanooga Ed, and he can list off all the sponsors.
Or better yet, Lefty, would you want to come up and give us the list right now?
He's more than welcome to do so.
Come on up.
I was trying to get more people over to the Lefty show with you tomorrow.
Oh, good point. Well, Lefty may have to do his hair or something.
Dave's Grahams thoughts asking, what do we need to provide to be a sponsor? Some sort of thing that we can give to the winners. That's basically it. A thing. We've had people donate everything from trophies to plant packages to fish food to all sorts of stuff. To fish, just depending. Of course, same things apply as before. We can't ship, fish and plants outside of the U.S. So if the winner's non-U.S. that wins, we kind of shifted the prizes around, and we didn't say specifically what prizes were going to what categories for that reason, because we had to be able to give prizes to everybody. And so we couldn't say, well, if you win this, you're definitely getting this, and then you end up in Australia and we can't ship you the fish. So
yeah, like we kind of tried to plan. We planned it for the different categories, and then it was like tentative. And of course, we did have out-of-town folk win, so we had a backup plan, and I think it worked. So
yes, it did. It worked well. We were able to shift some things around to make sure that everybody was taken care of and congratulated.
Yep. So that's super cool. And
Dave's Aquarium Thoughts saying I should be able to provide a t-shirt or a shirt if anyone wants one of mine. And see, that's cool. We appreciate
that would be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, merch is cool. I need to make a t-shirt so I can submit one.
You do?
That'd be cool.
So, I think that would be a good trade-off for services. You come help me get some airline valves installed, and I'll sit down here and we can design your stuff on the computer for the Teespring.
Okay. My problem is my brother-in-law is in Myrtle Beach this week.
I was just picking on you anyways. This just seems like we never get together to do the actual designing. When we're together, we're talking about other stuff.
Well, it's terrible. I'm saying I installed 45 of those, but I didn't. My brother-in-law did every single one.
Oh, that's great.
And the hanging. I did the hanging and the painting. He did the gluing and the screwing.
Gotta love it.
And the attaching. But hey, we have our jobs.
Yeah.
And absolutely. I did. Yeah, Danikin, you got to get a t-shirt made too, man. I want to get one of those suckers. That'd be awesome.
Definitely. Most definitely. I'm going to start working on getting people's merch. It's hard because it's kind of like finding where to start. So I think I'm going to start with getting the merch from people that are members on my channel, just because I feel like that would be a good place to start and then work out from there, because I hate to just, I don't want to be that guy that goes, oh, I went and first piece of merch I got was aquarium co-op merch. Yeah, I've got mine. Chattanooga.
And this time it's empty. So far, I've spilled it twice on streams, so I'm not going to put anything else in it. I'm just going to. But thank you, John Cox. That's awesome. Super cool. I had such a crush on Courtney Cox.
Hey, Benny's Aquatics.
Hey, Benny. Great to see you, man. Man, I got to catch up on all of his videos, too. I've been really out of the loop lately.
Yeah, I've got to do some catching up. Comcast sent me a thing and was like, hey, you've used entirely too much internet. I'm like, what? And so I looked and we've used over 1,000 gigabytes for the month. And
now,
so I'm
what is like Comcast, your internet provider?
Yeah.
Is that through a cell phone or?
No, that's just my at-home service. I've gone through like 1,200 gigabytes of internet usage.
Huh. I have whatever Charter Cable is, the pipeline. Charter Cable pipe. I don't know if they measured or not. Shouldn't have a limit, should you?
Everything's got a limit. And then they charge you.
I need to get an Otter Creek t-shirt for sure. That one's so cool. He's one of the best.
Yeah. Kenny, I need to get with you. Remind me at some point. Shoot me a message. I need to get with you about that.
Dave's got a whole mess of cool shirts too. So,
yeah, Daniken, he's an awesome guy. Not only is he really cool, but he's also a member over on my channel, and he's all the time wearing my merch on his streams. And I really, really appreciate that, dude. You have no idea how much I appreciate you doing that. So I need to get something sent out to you.
Oh, I'm wearing a Tennessee shirt. My problem is the shirt that's always clean. That's the fishing shirt that I have. Is a long sleeve shirt, and it is so hot on this porch I can't do it. But maybe I'll cut the sleeves off. I don't know. I hate to cut the long sleeves off.
Yeah, it'll get to be cold. You'll be like, darn it, I wish I had sleeves on this.
Yeah. I did that with you and Cheppy and Alien Aquatics. I got long sleeves with all those because I bought them in the winter. And then afterwards, I was kind of regretting it. Oh, well. But I do have a short sleeve of yours also. I just, for some reason, I lose that shirt all the time. I also lost Priscilla's shirt. Can't find it anywhere.
I ordered some stuff for my mom and family and stuff. So I grabbed me one or two things while I was ordering. I'm like, well, if I'm already paying the shipping on it, I might as well go ahead and throw me a couple things on there. So I got me a shirt, and then they have the masks available now on Teespring. So I've got this, but on a mask, and it worked out just so that the Fisherman Fever set just perfect on the flap. So I'm like, if I'm going to have to wear masks all these places we're going, and we're going, hey, can we film your store? I might as well have a mask that has Fisherman Fever on it.
That's very cool. Let's see. Today I purchased weights for plants.
Nice.
Like those little bendable ones.
Mm-hmm.
And I purchased the little Buddha to put in one of those. I picked a little Buddha to put in one of these.
Very cool.
And that's mainly because of one of my best friends. We've been best friends since high school. Since then, he's become a Baptist preacher, and I'm really proud of him. He's an awesome guy, super nice. Super nice guy. But one of my other buddies went to China and got me like this brass Buddha that I would keep on my refrigerator. Every time he'd come over to my house, it creeped him out to see that Buddha. And he would hide it. And so I bought this little Buddha. I was going to send him a photo and say, do you like my fish?
That's great. Steamthought was saying that he wears Priscilla's shirt in the shower. Well, then you don't have to worry about running it through the wash either, right?
Who said that?
Bob
You know what?
Steenfott.
I wonder if he's wearing my T-shirt of Priscilla's, because that's why I can't find it.
Bob found some Cracker Barrel left over in the fridge. Kaler,
Oh.
that is. Kaler's Aquatics.
I ate all of mine. I had the turkey, and it was mighty good. The stuffing was cornbread stuffing. I think that's a big thing here in the South. I never had cornbread stuffing until I moved down here. It was a little dry. Needed a little more moisture.
Streetwise saying you guys should share Steenfott Aquatics outdoor video. If one of the mods wants to grab that and throw it up there. Mr. Zen's got a hot guys, great stream. Mr. Zen, appreciate you being here, brother. I hope you're doing well. I haven't talked to you lately, but shoot me a message. I'll shoot you a message. Just been busy, and the finger has made things crazy. So, but I hope you're doing well, brother.
Does it sound creepy when I whisper into the cam or the thing?
I don't know. Does it?
Yeah, it does. That's good.
Creeper mode. Creeper.
Yep. That's for Mr. Zen only, you guys. Don't get excited.
I don't know. I think I'm going to start introing you every week like I did earlier. That was funny. That was fun.
That was pretty cool. Except next time I'll make sure that I don't have the sound on. I'm surprised that why did we got earphones on? Was it echo for everybody?
No, it wouldn't echo for everybody. It just echoes for you. Just like it echoed in my ear because the sound was still on YouTube. So you had yours turned off
also?
I had mine. Yeah, my YouTube sound was still on because I'd been listening to KG on there.
Yeah.
So normally I go through and I turn it off, but with trying to get all your pictures ready and trying to go early, it just I forgot to. So I was doing it, and then halfway through the intro, it started playing in my ear, and I tried to just block it out and keep going, but it threw me off a little bit. Sandy Dowdy made it home from work. Welcome, welcome, and hello. Glad you got home safe.
And Bob liked my shorts today.
Yeah, if we can get a link for Steenfott's video there, maybe it'll get some views if we share it, because, you know, we got to help old Steenfott out.
Yep. I love his other channel, too.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Big
it's
Steen.
called. Yeah. I love watching that. I'll watch that and play games on the side. And it's kind of fun because I try to die less than him.
Kenny E. Danigan Aquatics, thank you for posting that.
Kenny E.
Yeah, he sent me that video, the congrats to Guppy Guru. And it's been stuck in my head ever since when I was doing the editing for that, because I played so many times in a row going through everybody's videos. So the Kenny E and the It's Your Boy, Big Tank Hank, both have just gotten stuck in my head. Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right, we've got a fishy question. I don't believe it. Darlene's Tanks, here, I can even put it up on the screen. Let me do this. Says, I'm setting up a 65-gallon. Is it possible to put sand in the front with maybe a off-center trail and gravel in the back? Your thoughts? So, yeah, you can absolutely do that. You can absolutely play around with lining different substrates in different ways. Sorry.
Yeah, sand is going to move more than any other substrate.
It will.
Just throwing that out. But it will look awesome.
Yes. So you'll probably have a little bit of mix in where you actually hit the gravel and the sand come together. Now, there are some different ways you could probably line that. You could find something that is aquarium safe to put in there as kind of a liner, have your sand on top of it. I'm just going to use like a strip of plastic, for example. So have your sand on top of it and then flip it up and put your gravel up against it. That way you can just barely cover it over with the gravel or whatever. That way you've got it hidden underneath the gravel, but most of your sand is still being pushed away from the gravel and not mixing. You get a little mix still, but not as much that way.
Or like, you know, sometimes you might be able to get stones that are kind of just real flat, like block-like. You could almost do a whole ledge of stones and have the sand lower with your substrate higher. I don't know. Just that. There's so many things you can do. It's awesome.
There are. And you should build a sand waterfall. I haven't done one yet, but I was looking at the one that he's got built at Aquatic Aesthetics, and it really made me want to do one. I've not seen one in person before. I've seen lots of videos, but that's the first one up close I've got to look at. And I'm like, man, I really need to do this.
That was neat. And he was like, "Hey Ed, come over here. Let me show you what I made." Or not what I made. Let me show you what's in this tank. And I'm like looking in the cracks of the rocks, like, where's it hiding? I didn't even look at the waterfall. I didn't say the word. I almost said it, Zen. But yeah, it was neat. Really cool. Very cool.
Well, let me ask you, buddy. You're running the show here. It is 1:13 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We've been going for 2 hours and 5 minutes. You want to roll it to the regular time, or are we cutting it in the near future?
Does anybody have any other questions? Because we're more than happy to answer questions, but you probably just don't want us to jibber jabber the whole night long.
We've been doing it for 2 hours.
Yeah, I know. Today was kind of a weird subject matter, but I really enjoyed your input, and it's like I'm almost getting more out of this than you guys probably. But you guys gave me some great ideas for Livebearers. I really appreciate it. I love it, and I'll see how many of those I can get and fill out my wall. That would be really cool. Really looking forward to it. And I've got it set up. James has seen it. I've bought 6 cameras. So I'm going to have 6 separate cameras in my fish tank room on any given night. So we can pop it. So you'll see James and I, and then I'll have a third one where I can rotate a fish tank. And I hope maybe someday we'll get James to do it, and then we'll have fish tanks everywhere. That'd be really neat.
Let me get her first comment. There was a follow-up comment on that. And then let me swap hands here.
Oh, cool. Yeah, she is going to do a bench.
Yeah, if the rocks are heavy enough, it should hold the egg crate down. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Boy, I'm trying to think. Is egg crate? I don't know if egg crate floats. I've used it as a divider.
I don't think it does float now that you're mentioning it, because I've had it like fall in before, like because a lot of people use lighting diffuser or egg crate. I like Steenfot's comment or question there. We're going to have to get to that. That's a very important one. But no, I think it sinks. Come to think of it, I think it's got enough density in the plastic that it sinks. There's no enough buoyancy to keep it floating. So yeah,
I've used it to keep pairs of angels from killing each other and doing their own, having their own babies, but keeping them separate, and it worked great. But I don't remember having to put anything on the bottom to weigh it down. So
yeah, no, you're absolutely right. It's been so long since I used it. I got to thinking back because I used to use it for sometimes for the tops, but usually I would use it for frag racks. So I'd build frag plug holders out of it. And it would want to move around if you did like attach it to anything. And of course, in assault, you've got a lot more current typically. So it'd want to move if you didn't have it attached to rock, but it didn't actually quote unquote float. But is a hot dog a sandwich, Ed? Your call on this. Let's see, buddy.
Bob Taylor and I were talking about hot dogs earlier today. We were talking about mayo on dogs or not. Hot dogs are kind of like an open-faced sandwich because there's not 2 pieces of bread. And I think for it to be a true sandwich, it needs to be 2 slices. And that's just my opinion. So I'm saying that sausage buns don't make sandwiches.
Well, I don't know. It's 2 slices, but they're hinged together, if you will.
So it's 1 slice. Unless you cut.
Depends on how much you open it up and how cheap the buns are. I've seen a lot of them where you pull them out and they fall into 2.
Oh yeah. Well, then it's a sandwich.
Yeah. So if that bread hinge happens to become open, it's then technically definitely a sandwich. I'll go with that.
Are Siamese twins considered 1 person or 2? I think they only deserve 1 vote until they're separated. Just saying.
Oh, goodness. Here's another good question we've got here from Kenny E. at Daniken Aquatics. Says, Ed, I do naked yoga every morning in my yard. Is your neighbors going to mind if I do it there? So when he
Well-
comes to visit, can he do his naked yoga in the yard?
I've got a fireman on this side and a sheriff on this side, but I don't know if they care. They're pretty relaxed down here in Tennessee. I don't think anybody really cares about anything. And there's the guy across the street died, so he's not there anymore. And then the other house is owned by the guy down the street, and he's been remodeling it for like 8 years. So it's just an empty house. So dead, empty, fireman, sheriff. So there you go.
Very awesome. And that's a very good idea. John Cox saying egg crate is a good base for smaller screen for egg scattering fish like rosy barbs. I like that idea. I do.
Yeah, with all your tetras, you can also like raise it up. I've seen like people, they'll try to get like a water flow. So the tetras will lay their eggs through the egg crate. And if you try to have like a water flow to get the eggs to the other side of the tank, it's pretty cool.
And just real quick, since we're about 10 minutes from end time, Dave's Aquarium Thoughts, you are going on at, well, we'll just say in 10 minutes, correct? We definitely want to get some links up for you if you are going on, which I believe you are. And then Deb Hall D said, woohoo, new tiny Golden Mountain minnow fry, isolated in their 10 gallon. Now to feed them, any advice? Chattanooga Ed, to you, sir.
I've never had them. Give them little food.
Give them little food. There we go. So how about we go with John Cox's response, which is BBS or microworms for fry.
Yep.
Baby brine shrimp seems to be the go-to for just about everything. Microworms.
You know, if you don't want to do live, that aquarium co-op fry food is amazing. I mean, it really works great, and I haven't seen anything that doesn't like it.
That's what I forgot to order when I did my last co-op order was the fry food, darn it. I forgot all about it.
Well, you should see how far Danica is from the co-op and see if he can just pick it up on his way over.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to blow your mind with this thought here. GRB Aquatic says a burger is a sandwich, but a sandwich necessarily isn't a burger. Food for thought. All right, yes, so Dave's Aquarium Thoughts is going to be going live in 10 minutes. We'll make sure to get links up and send everybody that way. Do you want to start thinking of your hashtag of the night to send people over there, Ed?
Okay, we can think about it. Deb Hall D says that she has the aquarium fry food, so that's awesome.
There you go.
It is good stuff. It's crazy good. I accidentally killed my microworms, and I've been feeding my rice fish that for like the last 3 or 4 weeks. So
I'm not going to read this one, but I'm going to put it up there. Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh
Lefty, thank you for posting the link to the aquarium co-op fry food. Appreciate that. Pugs Tank says hashtag hot dogged.
So now, yeah, that's a good one. Now, the Steam Font, what does he say? Is he saying it's a hot dog or is it a sandwich?
I don't know. He didn't actually give us his opinion. He simply asked the question, and I'm sure enjoyed the commentary on it.
That's like, what would you rather have? A dog that's the size of a shrimp or a shrimp the size of a dog?
Now, see, technically, we could take this somewhere else completely because we're just assuming that you're putting the hot dog, which is the meat, not necessarily the entire product, that you're putting the hot dog on a hot dog bun. You could cut that hot dog in half, lay them out on 2 pieces of bread, and then it's definitely a sandwich.
But most of the time when I have hot dogs, I take a piece of bread and I put it in there because I don't buy the hot dog buns, and I wrap it. So it's a wrap.
So there's a Miss Fever. If you're still listening, I'm going to need you to remind me exactly what brand they are. I think it's Ballpark, but there is a bun out there, and it's I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's not just your standard white bread. It's almost like a honey white bread. Those things are amazing.
Who has Dean's phone number? We need to call Dean up and ask him.
Yeah, because he's going to answer. If I had Dean's phone number, I'd be talking to him about zebra plecos, not hot dogs.
Let's see. What time is it over there where he's living? 4 hours? Are they 3 hours behind us? So it's like 5 in the afternoon.
Steamfod Aquatics says definitely a sandwich. Love it.
A skinny one?
Hashtag bread hinge. I saw somebody else say that earlier. Hashtag bread hinge. Yes.
Yep. It's like a clam.
Bob Kaler has ruined hot dogs for GRB Aquatics. There we go. Ballpark golden honey buns. So if you have not tried the Ballpark golden honey hot dog buns and hamburger buns, they make both. They are amazing. They will bring your hot dogs and hamburgers to a whole new level. Hashtag not sponsored, but I'd take it.
Do you remember when everything was going crazy at the grocery stores at the beginning of this crazy pandemic?
I worked retail. Yes, I remember.
Well, I bought the last bag of hot dog buns, and I went through the thing, and I went, and it said it was $3.99, I think. And I was like, what? There's no way I'm paying $4 for 4 hot dog buns. So I had the girl come over and explain it. I said, this can't be right. They're like $1.99 normally, 97 cents. I don't know, super cheap.
Right.
And she says, no, you got bratwurst buns. And I said, well, I don't want bratwurst buns. And I handed it back to her. I said, I'll just use bread.
So real quick, I just want to say, you never have to ask my permission to do anything, and that goes for everyone on here. I will tell you that Dave's Aquarium Thoughts is scheduled to go live after us, Benny's Aquatics, but I'm not saying this to be mean to Dave. I've always been a huge proponent of stream when you want. Just be aware that there can be repercussions, and you can make some people mad when you do that. So that is between you all. No need to ask my authorization.
Yeah, that's his opinion, and I agree with it. It's a free world. Anybody can go. You can go during me. You can go during him.
I mean,
you can
look
go.
at Detroit Shrimp and Aquatic streams every single night, regardless of who's on. And that's just how it is. There are too many people on YouTube to say, "Hey, you're not allowed to go at this time." We have people that pop on when we're live for different streams, and that doesn't bother me a bit, and it never will. I've had Michael's Fish Room do a random live stream when I'm live, and it's not like, oh man, I'm mad at him. It's like, darn it, I wanted to watch his.
But at that same time, I do try to respect the people that schedule it just because they're my friends.
Yeah.
Like one time I did a live stream while Bob was doing a live stream, and I felt horrible afterwards. I had no idea that I was streaming, and I was just bored. And I jumped on. This guy said, hey, you want to do it? And I said, well, sure. I'm just laying in bed doing nothing. It was Valentine's Day. So I was like, that's what I want to be, just doing nothing on Valentine's Day. So I did it, and I did it over Bob's, and I felt so horrible. And, but like Bob's Steam Fought, he'll tell everybody, you just do it whenever you want, and he wouldn't care. So, and Bob Kaler wasn't mad at me. He didn't cuss me out or anything. I just, I don't want to take away from his people. I wouldn't want to take away, like Danikin just popped up there. I can't have mustard, Danikin. I'm allergic to it. But, yeah, so, I feel the same way what James is saying, but at the same time, I don't do it, if I try not to.
Right. And Jessica Taylor's headed to bed. Have a great night. We're going to be out of here in right at 3 minutes. I know Dave's Aquarium Thoughts is definitely going. He's scheduled to do so. Benny's may be going as well. I have no clue at this point. Streetwise saying the schedule can help folks find open slots. Absolutely. And I clicked the wrong thing, but there you go. That's what I was trying to click. Yeah. So that, and then there's also the Facebook thingy if you're a Facebooker person. But yeah, and I've streamed when other people were live, or if it's like, we're doing aquarium tours, we're doing local fish store tours. I'm not going to not stream you all a local fish store tour because somebody else is on. Then it is what it is.
Yeah. Or maybe, James and I we got a guest. I think when Joel came on, he was like an hour and a half late, and we just waited for him. And when he came, that's when we went.
Or we had like John.
And that was over. That was over Bob's team fought, I think. So we were going up against the big dog there, really.
Right.
But Bob didn't hate us for it.
Yeah.
So
we had John from KG popped on one time, like 10 minutes before it was supposed to end, and I didn't want to kill it after him being on 10 minutes after he took the time to set up. So I think we ran over Aquamate that time. But Aquamate wasn't like, hey, you blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, I get it. If he had actually, had popped on mine at the last 10 minutes, I probably would have run over too. No hard feelings.
Yeah, I think there's is there actually 7 billion or am I 7? There's got to be a lot more than 7 million. 7 billion worldwide on YouTube. Is that? I don't know if that's right. But they say a lot of people are on YouTube. It's not necessarily all making videos, but there's no way that anybody could make a schedule.
There's something like 400 hours of content uploaded every single minute, somewhere around there. It's crazy. Well,
and Benny's in New Zealand, so I mean, he's in a whole different time zone. So yeah, but and like Priscilla said, when did it ever be that way? It's just a personal thing. That's all it is.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm not saying, hey, you should stream over people, but it's getting harder and harder to find an open time, and maybe the open times don't work for your work schedule or your life schedule or things of that nature. And people have just got to understand everybody's got to do their own thing, so.
And Bob, you just do you. Bob's team fun. He's probably going to go live during our lefty show.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It is what it is. So that's what I try and tell people. I never do it to spite people, but there have also been times that, I know I've probably had some people that got upset had they known that I elected not to go live because somebody else was on, because I've got people that maybe don't watch the other channel that's on, even though I watch it. And they missed out on something really cool happening in the fish room, that I was going to throw up a quick live stream and show y'all. So, you got to keep your viewers in mind and keep them happy. So,
and with all that said, let's respect Dave and head over there with the hashtag hot dogs. And we appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. I almost said DJs. Mods for coming on. You guys are like the DJs. You're spinning everything for us. You guys are amazing. Everybody that came, it was a fun night. I appreciate no drama. And you guys are all amazing. Thank you so much. If we missed something, I apologize, and we'll try to catch it next time. And thank you so much, James, for coming on and hanging with me for the last 2 hours.
Absolutely not a problem. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this concludes the Nocturnal Feeding Show. We hope we have fed your late night hobby hunger. Please head over for dessert at Dave's Aquarium Thoughts live now. Have a great night.